shape my life to who I am today. Ganito ako because napapaligiran ako ng mga malalakas na kababaihan. I have 3 sisters and a very hands-on mom, which Mike Liv himself knows my mom, no? I have also been privileged to have worked with women that I adore. Several strong women throughout my career. Amongst them are our very own chairwoman, Teresita C. Coson, of course. Our former president of SM SUPERMALLS, Ms. Annie Garcia. And an epitome of an empowered woman, Ms. Kimi. She herself is a great example of an empowered woman. I'm also inspired every day by the women leading our organization, where 65% of our employees are women and 60% of them are actually executives. So, kaya ng mga babae, hindi nang lang na lalaki. So, I suppose everyone could say that my own personal insight into why it is important for women to be independent. And this is what I will be sharing with you today. Financial independence, it can sound very scary, parang nakakatakot, ano? Financial independence, napakalalim niyan. It's really scary. But if you break it down into the most basic meaning of what financial independence mean, napakaganda ng konseptong ito. Very simple, very simply said, financial independence means malaya ka. Malaya ka kasi meron kang sariling kakayanan kumita ng pera. This might sound like a small thing, but actually, it's a life-changing if you think about it. Allow me to share the reasons why it is important to become financially independent. Let's start with 4 practical reasons. Yung malapit ba sa buto, ika nga, di ba? Talagang maiintindihan talaga natin. Simple lang, 4. Okay. No matter what our background is, makaka-relate talaga tayo dito. Number 1, kapag may sarili kang kakayanan kumita ng pera, mas makakatulong tayo sa pamilya natin. Diba? Example yan kanina ni Kimi. Diba? Talagang align kami ng utak, diba? If you are one breadwinner in the house, is good. Pero bakit hindi dalawa? Lalaki lang ba pwede maging breadwinner? Hindi naman, di ba? Pwede din babae. So, 2 breadwinner is definitely better than 1. Yes. And the most basic level of being financially independent gives you the power to take care of your family. Kaya nga ko nilagay sa number 1 yan because family is number 1. Right? Okay. So, it is true, whether you are single or you have a partner, whether you have kids, may anak kayo or wala kayong anak, whether you are in your 20s, 20 anyos kayo, or 50 anyos, pare-pareho lang yan. Mas may power kang suportahan ang pamilya mo kapag may sarili kang kinikita. Right? Okay, let's go to number 2. Related to number 2, kapag may sarili kang kakayahan kumita ng pera, may sasalo sa'yo kapag may emergency. Importanteng paghandaan ng emergency. Let's face it, di ba? Life is very unpredictable. We were reminded by this during this pandemic. Di ba? Itong pandemya na to, talagang na-realize natin ang life is really, really very unpredictable. At any possible time, our partners or our family members can lose their income, di ba? Maaaring mawala ng trabaho ang asawa niyo. Or may magkasakit or maaksidente sa pamilya. So, paano na kung yung breadwinner, yung lalaki, nagkasakit or nawala ng trabaho? At least may sasalo. Yun. Mabigat ang impact nito sa finances ng pamilya pag may emergency. So talagang you really have to prepare for that. Okay. And I'm sure you will all agree that it's better to have not just one breadwinner, but two. Mas may power kang saluhin ng pamilya mo during emergencies kapag may sarili kang kinikita. Let's go to number 3. Mas madaling gumalaw kapag may pera ka. Diba? This is actually very basic But this is actually, sometimes you might know it already, but this is a reminder to everyone that why do you have to be financially independent? No. So, here's another truth in life. Mahirap humingi ng pera sa ibang tao kahit na asawa mo pa yun. Diba? Magpapamanicure ka, magpapapedicure ka, pengi naman ng pera. It's so embarrassing. Kahit nasabihin mong asawa mo yun, syempre sometimes you cringe, you parang feel uncomfortable about it. But if you earn your money, kahit na araw-araw magpa-parlor, okay lang. Diba? And this is especially true when our family and friends, even if the amount is really small, nakakaya at stressful talaga din humingi ng pera because we all know na pinaghirapan din naman nila yung kinikita nila. When you're financially independent, it means that you have your own money that you can use for whatever material things that you need. Whether it is essentials for the family or simply to treat yourself. Magaan ang loob mo kasi pera mo yan. Hindi mo hiningi sa iba at hindi nakakayang gastusin. Diba? Okay. Because of reasons number 1 and because of reasons number 2 and 3, reasons number 4 is possible. Kapag may sarili kang kakayahan kumita ng pera, you can enjoy your life more. Yan yung sinasabi kanina ni Kimi din, di ba? You have to treat yourself also. Mag-enjoy ka rin. Kasi why are we all working hard? Because we wanted to enjoy life. At the end of the day, having your own money is about being free from worrying. Diba? Ang hirap nung nag-aalala ka, umaga pa lang kung anong perang igagastos pambibili mo sa tanghalian ninyo o gabihan ninyo. So at least, if you have enough money, there's nothing to worry. Nakaka-stress kaya mag-worry. Diba? So this is really important, no? You're free from worrying about how to take care of your family. So, wala na yan pag financially free ka. You're free from worrying about how to ask money from others. Diba? And if you manage your money well, you could also be free from worrying about retirement and old age. Kasi maaga pa lang, kumikita ka na. So, I can see a lot of people who are so young here, no? The youth. Ngayon pa lang magsumikap na tayo, magkumita na tayo ng madaming pera, para pagdating mo ng 60 or 65, you could retire early. You don't have to worry, di ba? Okay. So I'm sure everybody would want to retire, no? Because life is meant naman to be enjoyed after all. But wait, hindi sinabi ko kanina, there's 4 reasons. Magdadagdag ako ng 2. 2 more practical reasons. I would also like to share 2 other reasons why I'm a big believer in nurturing financial independence among women. These reasons I personally preach to my nieces, no? I have pamangkin. Sinasabi ko talaga sa mga pamangkin ko at saka sa mga katrabaho ko, sa my colleagues, no, that kapag may sarili kang kakayanan kumita ng pera, you have more opportunities for self-development. Okay, what is self-development, di ba? Yung ide-develop mo sarili mo. Katulad, look at how Kimi looked a while ago. She looks very confident. She looks very nice because she has the money to buy all the nice clothes. Kasi pag naka-heels ka, mas tatangkad ka, mas may confidence ka. Yun lang naman talaga, napakasimple, di ba? The benefits of having your own livelihood go beyond just earning money. Having your own livelihood is also a way to develop skills. Diba? Kasi I'm sure Tomani has several mga lectures on how to sell, how to convince people. These are all skills that you will learn if you join this organization. Your self-confidence and also your self-fulfillment. No matter what job or businesses you have, masarap talaga yung pakiramdam of accomplishing something through the effort of your own hard work. And when you're able to accomplish all these things, nagkakaroon talaga ng naturally, you have self-confidence. Pag pumasok ka ng isang room, hindi ka nakaganon. Hindi nakaganon ka, di ba? Because you have enough money and you are really empowered. I've seen this, ako talaga nakita ko, we have a total of more than 10,000 employees in SM SUPERMALLS. And you really can see that. The more skills that this person has, the more money that he earns, ibang-iba from 5 years ago to now, how they enter a room. At kapag may, number 6, at kapag may sarili kang kakayanan kumita ng pera, ikay isang magandang halimbawa sa ibang babae. You are a good example to others. Because you yourself, hindi mo lang alam yan eh. Kala mo it's all about earning money lang eh. Nakikita yan ng mga pinsan mo, daughter mo, sister mo, kapitbahay mo. They see you and they emanate you. Gusto ka nilang gayahin. Therefore, magandang halimbawa kayo sa society. Okay? We may not realize it, but all of us, in our own special way, can affect and inspire women in our lives through our actions and words. If we want to encourage more women outside this group to be strong, to be empowered, and to be financially independent, what's the better way to be a good example ourselves, di ba? So being financially independent woman yourself is a living proof that it is possible. And that is a wonderful thing for women. When you look at all the reasons why financial independence matters, they ultimately lead to one thing. Pag financially independent ka, again, malaya ka. You have the freedom. Malaya ka to be who you are. Malaya ka to take care of your loved ones. Malaya ka to follow your dreams. So no wonder it's worth really aspiring for. So, leads me to my next topic. Now, how does one become financially independent? Okay, paano tayo mag-umpisa? Parang nasabi ko na sa inyo, bakit kailangan maging financially independent? Ngayon, how do you start? Diba? Ang dali sabihin, parang hirap gawin. Hindi. Simple lang yan. Just follow these few tips, no? Allow me to share a few tips I've learned. Ako, nakita ko rin yan, from different women over the years that I've worked. First, you have to get into the habit of setting a monthly budget. Kailangan maintindihan ninyo ang value ng pera. Kailangan alam ninyo paano mag-budget. Because a budget let you know exactly where your finances stand. Kung ano ka, mahirap ka, mayaman ko, o papaumpisa ka pa lang. Kung wala kang budget, kung hindi mo naiintindihan yan, hindi mo alam kung paano maging financially independent. So, pag-aralan ninyo paano mag-budget. Importante mag-budget. It's also help you to be disciplined with your money habits. So, stick to it and track your expenses regularly. So, that's tip number 1, no? It's in setting your budget, make it realistic. You have to be realistic also, no? But you have to have a little room for flexibility. Kailangan maging flexible din tayo, di ba? Take into your consideration your essential expenses while leaving a little room for miscellaneous needs like savings and emergencies. So stay within your budget, prioritize your needs over your wants. So that you are not derailed by the impulse purchases and other whims. So, related to this is my second tip naman, pangalawa. Get into the habit of saving and creating emergency fund. Dapat talagang magtabi kayo for emergency talaga. So, aside from budgeting, sa loob ng budgeting, meron ka dapat na emergency fund. As I've said earlier, life, it's really so unpredictable. Hindi talaga natin mahuhulaan kung anong mangyayari bukas di ba? And there will be unexpected expenses or events that will come your way. Talagang maaring posibleng may mangyari talaga bukas, magkasakit ang anak mo or asawa mo, no? So having a savings will give you at least may plan B ka sa buhay. May plan B ka kapag may nangyari. Okay. The other benefits of savings is that you can use it as a capital also to invest or to reinvest in business. No, you can either grow your ifern business to even bigger, or you could also invest in stocks or funds. Pero ngayon medyo delikado yan, di ba? So relo na lang. So let's go to the third tip. You have to set financial goals. May goal ka dapat sa buhay. This is something very important as it gives you something concrete to work for. Hindi tayo pwedeng walang goals sa buhay. Diba? Kahit na friendship nga, ngayon may goals. Kahit na ngayon relationship, may goals. Yung pa kayang pera. So we have to have financial goals. No? So set that for both short-term and long term. How much do you want by the end of the year? How much do you want to have? How much do you want to become after 3 years or 5 years? Do you really want to invest in the business in 5 years, or you just want to grow your ifern business, which is also a business, diba? Your goals will also set your pace and determine how hard you'll need to work. Kasi may goal ka na So pag hindi mo na-reach yung quota mo sa ifern, kailangan talaga mag-push ka talaga harder, di ba? Dahil yan, goal yan. You're setting a goal, di ba? So you have to make sure you keep track of that goal para ma-achieve mo yung goals mo, para mabigyan ng bonus, di ba? At kumita rin. Ika nga ni Mike, para may balik. Di ba? Okay. Also, goals also allow you to measure your progress at any given time. And you set your financial goals, don't be afraid. Huwag kang matatakot na maging ambitious and aim to exceed your goals. So, sabi mo, kunyari, by end of the year, kailangan kong kaya mong kumita ng 1 million. But your goals should always be higher than that. Why? Para you never know. ano yung capacity mo, baka maging 2 million pa yan. At least, doon nadagdagan. But if you fail, if you aim for 1.2 million, if you fail, at least 1 million pa rin ang naabot mo. There's a saying di ba? Aim for the moon. If you fail, at least you land among the stars. And these are the stars. Okay, next. You'll also find yourself better off to where you were, of course, than before if you set your goals higher. So my next tip is to find ways to increase your income. Yes. With more income, your ability to save also and to reinvest increases. You can increase your income by looking for ways to boost either your salary kung namamasukan ka, or if there are opportunities, talagang magpursige tayo para mas malaki din ang ating bonus and commissions. You can also increase your income by making extra money with small businesses. Kasi minsan naman talaga, di ba, meron ka ng daytime job, but ifern might be your pag-umpisa, it can start as a parang side hustle lang, di ba? Or a side business, di ba? So if you have that, you increases your ability to earn more. Okay, to supplement your income, look for something that's not too time intensive also, and can be done in the evenings or on weekends. Kung may trabaho ka, in that case, no, if you have a full-time job, at least with this culto that they call, you can do it, even on weekends or in the evenings. Okay, also another tip, as your income grows, don't forget to always live within your means. Huwag tayo rin exaggerated. Yung kinikita natin is 100 pesos, gagastusin natin is 200 pesos. That's not good. No? So you have to really live within your means, and you have to really set track and budget for something that is extra. So pag nag-grow ang income mo, it's also be tempting to spend more and to show off the fruits of your labor. Huwag ganyan. You really have to make sure that naka-budget lang yan talaga, no? And resist the urge so that you maintain your discipline and stay on track to achieving your financial goals. Resist, okay, my second to the last tip for you, second to the last na. No one is born an expert on financial independence. Kahit na ako, I'm sure when Tomani was in high school, syempre madami din niyang kailangan i-learn, di ba? So, do not be afraid na hindi mo alam ang finances. So, educate yourself. You always, that's self talagang fulfillment You have to educate yourself, with the topic as much as you can. Kung kailangan mong humanap ng someone to talk to, like, si Miss Kimi or si Mr. Tom, kausapin niyo sila kung paano maging financial independent. So, okay lang to look for a mentor, We are lucky nowadays to be living in a life where there are so many financial advisors, courses, may mga seminar dyan, even on YouTube, sa both online and on ground, madami tayong makikita dyan on how to be financially independent. So if you have time and patience, please do self-study. There are also numerous books and articles sa internet mahahanap po that is readily available. You just have to look enough and commit to it. Commit to learning. Okay, now that I've shared with you some of the tips of how to start, the next question in your mind, which is the most important. When should I start? Kailan ako mag-uumpisa? Kasi alam na natin kung bakit importante maging financially independent. Paano alam na rin natin kung yung mga step by step how to be financially independent. So, ang huling tanong, kailan tayo mag-umpisa? The best time to start is today. Not tomorrow, but today. Today, ngayon mismo. The path to financial independence is in your hands. Nasa sa kamay ninyo yan. Walang pwedeng umadlang sa inyo. You just have to say, you just have to have the will to say, yes, let's do it today. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Steven Tan, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule to be with us. Maybe we can invite Mr. Tomani Tan and Best Kim on stage for a photo opportunity with Mr. Steven Tan. Sama daw ako. Napaka-busy niyang tao. Pasalamatan natin siya ulit with a big round of applause.